The virus doesn't have a brain. We're the ones with the brains.
What is alarming is the fact that the concessions and the ease of restrictions allowed by the government are being misused. Friends, we are all celebrating very unusual Diwali this year, as all of us know and have experienced because of the COVID triggered crisis. Nobody is able to celebrate Diwali in the manner that we used to do in the previous years. But let's look at the coming years with a hope, with a great sense of hope that things will be much better, and whether vaccine comes or not, we will be able to tackle the COVID disease. But what is alarming is the fact that the concessions and the ease of restrictions allowed by the government are being misused, so to say, because we have seen lots of crowds all around the places, be it the flower market in Dadar or the grocery shops where people were buying things. Some of the shops have even done away with distancing. Most of them are not even wearing masks, which is a very dangerous situation. As we have been saying, stressing all along, COVID loves crowded areas. So the crowding is definitely COVID friendly, and it is anti-human.
The goal of a virus is to make more virus. It wants to reproduce. It wants to find individuals to pass between. There's many things that we can do right now with the tools that we have right now to outsmart this virus.
We continue to urge countries to focus on 4 essential priorities. First, prevent amplifying events. Second, protect the vulnerable. Third, educate, empower, and enable communities to protect themselves and others using every tool at their disposal. And fourth, get the basics right. Find, isolate, test, and care for cases, and trace and quarantine their contacts. This is what works. The window of opportunity is now. We must act now and act together to end COVID-19.
Because over the past 10 months or so, we have seen the disastrous impacts of COVID, and as the situation is improving, it's not yet time to give any let up in the strict control over our lives, over the way we behave in public, over the way we behave in among ourselves, among friends. I think if this ease of restrictions is not adhered to with proper care, we will end up in a much more worse situation. Rather. The doctors have been warning that the coming February and March there could be a huge upsurge, but looking at the way things are happening around us now, I have a fear that the upsurge, the second wave, can happen at any time. Second wave does not mean that people who got affected already will have a second attack of the COVID, but certainly the people who have not been affected so far may be affected. So that's a very dangerous situation. So I think all of us like healthy life. If we are healthy, our family is healthy. If the family is healthy, our next door neighborhood is healthy. If the neighborhood is healthy, the entire society is healthy. The society is healthy, the nation is healthy. I think we cannot afford to have the kind of crisis that we had. The lockdowns, the stoppage of everything, people being unable to go to offices, people losing their jobs, and the threat of many more people losing jobs now hangs in the air if the reckless behavior, public behavior continues the way it has been witnessed for the past week or so. So our humble appeal through the Connect series is to all of you is to maintain strict adherence to all the at least three important features, that is wearing a mask, hand hygiene, and distancing. Those three must be followed and adhered to very strictly and scrupulously.
We understand the pandemic fatigue that people are feeling. It takes a mental and physical toll on everyone. Working from home, children being schooled remotely, not being able to celebrate milestones with friends and family, or not being there to mourn loved ones, it's tough and the fatigue is real. But we cannot give up. We must not give up. No one wants more so-called lockdowns. But if we want to avoid them, we all have to play our part. We cannot have the economic recovery we want and live our lives the way we did before the pandemic. We can keep our kids in school. We can keep businesses open. We can preserve lives and livelihoods. We can do it. But we must all make trade-offs, compromise, and sacrifices. What will save lives is science, solutions, and solidarity. That's why we say solidarity, solidarity, solidarity.
We already had a very bad year 2020. Most of us would like to forget that the year 2020 existed, and many of us even tweeted that they would like to erase the year from their life's record and count their age 1 year less. So, which is a good sign that people like to forget the nightmarish experience. But if we don't care for our lives, we don't care for proper public behavior, it's not going to be any easy situation in the future.
I think everybody on the planet needs to understand that they have a role to play. No matter where you live, no matter what occupation you have, no matter what age you are, you can be part of breaking the chains of transmission.